to third. Brannigan goes to second for one. Miller to first, and Notre Dame with the upset of the year in college baseball. The Fighting Irish are returning to Omaha. First and Notre Dame.
Oh, they big mad. Look at that. Bunch of Catholics. What happened to that guy? Fuck him.
Wow.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Damn.
It had to be close to 100 degrees there today, I would think. Notre Dame things have to be the most heat-inducing uniforms I've ever seen.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale Show as we laugh at Tennessee fans tonight. and Jackpot, the funny thing is that Tennessee fans, they're already over here, and I've got to give Mr. Boogie credit over in the chat room. Okay. Mr. Boogie said, you can't be rent-free if you don't win anything. That is exactly the best statement ever because Tennessee hasn't won shit. All right. They got beat by the fourth best team in the ACC today, the quote unquote best baseball team ever. If we would have went back over a weekend ago, and they're all claiming, oh, rent free. We have a certified fucking midget in our goddamn Facebook group that is following the page that has bantered back and forth with myself and friend of the program, Nathan Medlin, the comrade, and everybody else. But a legitimate midget has been saying horrible things about me and everybody else because Tennessee lost. And that's where we're at tonight, Jackpot. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, he seriously went one level above Tattoo from Fantasy Island. I just don't get it. I don't know how in the world that you can win all those regular season games and then come down to this and you lost to a damn school that doesn't even, I mean, it doesn't get 60 degrees there until like the middle of April. It's horrible.
Yeah, just so you know,
play on the frozen tundra. It's like it's the Green Bay of college baseball.
Yeah, it is, and
except they're not good like Green Bay. So
yeah, Green Bay actually has baseball championships. And by the way, the Tennessee fans, and there are some of you that have really stuck hardcore with this team. I got to give credit to Eric and Billy, who his wife probably has the phone and won't let him talk tonight. But the hardcore Tennessee fans, I'm not speaking to you this evening. I'm speaking to the fake new fans that their granddaddy told them about 1998 when they won a national title in football, and they were thinking, oh, well, we got a bunch of assholes that are giving people the finger as they run around the bases this year. We're going to win the College World Series. Yeah, those new fake fans that probably don't know where Knoxville is on the map. I'm speaking to you, okay? There were a ton of you that were saying things like, oh, well, Clemson this and Clemson that, trying to get under my skin. Jackpot, help me out with something. What number is bigger, 12 or 5? Help me with that. Is 12
well, according to the math skills that I learned at a young age, 12.
12. Okay, so let me help you
with anything with double digits has to be bigger than anything with single digits.
A good point, sir. Clemson has 12 College World Series appearances. Tennessee has 5. Fuck your faces, new fans. You don't know shit. You haven't won shit, so stop saying that people are rent-free. Anyway, comment from Papa B. Tennessee players getting ejected, coaches suspended, multiple games, arguing balls and strikes, throwing trash. I blame SEC league officials for not teaching them anything during the year.
Is
Very
that not
good,
the
sir.
is that not the like the most overrated comment or like the most overrated state of mind in sports? Rent free, rent free, rent free, rent free. I mean, rent free usually means that somebody else's fan base is making fun of you for being shitty, or someone else's fan base is like constantly on your ass because your team is really good and they're kind of jealous.
Yeah.
So,
The
so
term rent,
it's
term rent
not rent free, used way too much, and like in every
Justin,
fucking situation, rent free.
Justin, Justin says football is a real sport. And you know what? I will agree with you on that, Justin. But one last thing for you Tennessee fans. When they had senior day at Notre Dame this year, after they were finally able to thaw out their field so they could actually get out there and play on it, they actually had senior day at Notre Dame. And when they had senior day at Notre Dame this year, for the seniors that were there, 649 people showed up. That's how many people showed up for baseball there. So you know what that means? Notre Dame doesn't give a shit about baseball, and they just beat you in it with your team that had its best season in school history for home runs, batting average, walks, extra base hits, and doubles. Your best team ever lost to a Notre Dame team where they can't get more than 650 fans to come out for senior day.
Well, I've seen church softball games that had a higher attendance than that. Seriously, I have.
It's true. Anyway,
Hmm.
I just thought I would throw that out there this evening for these folks. Uh, Vodka Drinker says, give Notre Dame some credit. That 3-run shot with 2 outs was clutch. Yes, it was. But here's the big thing, and I know this is going to piss some of the Notre Dame fans off. The biggest story in I mean, not the Notre Dame fans, the Tennessee fans. Biggest story in college baseball this year has to be Ole Miss. They're going to the College World Series. They didn't have the team that Tennessee had, but they're going. Lane Kiffin is tweeting at you about the baseball team at Ole Miss. Did you see Lane Kiffin is tweeting at them? It's hilarious. Jackpot.
He's tweeting at the baseball team.
Yeah, he's tweeting at hold on, I'll read the tweet here because it's actually really good. Lane Kiffin someone tweeted at him, right? And Lane Kiffin tweeted back. Hold on, let's see here. I'll read you the tweet here. Lane Kiffin. All right, so the head coach of the Ole Miss. Where's the tweet? Damn it.
Yeah, that's true though. 690 people. I
29.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's been games. I know for a fact that in the 1995 playoffs, the Central Northwestern Greenville County Baptist Church Sports Association
Okay.
playoffs, when we took on Praise Cathedral from Greer, South Carolina, there were 707 fans there
I'm sure there was.
at Fairview Baptist Church in Greer. So
Lane Kiffin was talking about, he retweeted the story from knoxnews.com where some Tennessee fan threw a mustard bottle onto the field. So Lane Kiffin said mustard bottle thrown on the field after Tennessee's Drew Gilbert was ejected at fall football. Where is the golf ball? So he asked them because they threw golf balls at him when they went in there and they beat Tennessee last year. They don't want to talk about that. But then at Zebo561 tweeted back at him, poor little Lane, still wishing he was a Vol. Speaking of, how is your son Knox? And then Lane tweeted back at him, awesome, thanks for asking. We're watching Ole Miss baseball advance to Omaha. What are you guys doing today in Knoxville? Getting mouth fucked by a bunch of Catholics. That's what they did in Knoxville today. fuck off with all that shit. Motherfuckers, y'all ain't won shit. And y'all thought y'all had the goddamn best team ever, and you didn't win shit. Eat a bag of dicks, Tennessee fans. Holy
Somebody's
shit.
gonna bring a mustard bottle to every sporting event there now and throw it on the field, the win, lose, or draw. And then
You kind of have to, right?
yeah, and then by the end of this coming football season, it's gonna be old, worn out, and useless. About like rent free.
Rent free. Here's my mustard bottle. Rent free. I'm throwing a mustard bottle. Jesus. All right. Zona 2 they straight up choked. Yeah. How do you lose to a fucking leprechaun?
They lost to Rudy.
They lost to Rudy.
They lost to Hornswoggle.
They lost to Hornswoggle. Very good, Jackpot.
Hornswoggle.
All right.
That's right.
So with that though,
Anyway.
I think this is one of the we have to give Notre Dame a lot of credit. I think this is one of the biggest upsets in college baseball that I can ever remember. Does this bring shade on the SEC, Jackpot? Do you think the SEC is like, man, fuck, we have to deal with them now? Shit, what an embarrassing bunch of bitches.
I think it's just fool's gold and just a team that just, I don't know, they peaked too early, I guess. And
yeah.
Shameful.
All right. Well,
but
there's your chance. It's your chance now to sound off 803-470-2905. You want to join the show. The big thing about that though is Notre Dame went in there and came into your place and won, took 2 out of 3. I mean, is there somebody that can tell us what exactly happened there? This is a Notre Dame team that scored 11 runs in regional play. So, I mean, it's not like they came in red hot. 11 runs total in 3 games in regional play. And then they come in into Knoxville in front of 7,000 fans with 7 teeth, and they take 2 out of 3.
Brandon Coon says that a record 4 teams from the SEC West to make it to the College World Series. It's got to be.
Yeah.
It is hot. Bobby said it's so hot. My chicken laid a hard-boiled egg. It's so hot. I saw a chicken out in the coop out back around 1 o'clock, and it was just a regular chicken. And I turned back and looked at it at freaking 3:30, and that son of a bitch was an 8-piece and a biscuit sitting out there. It's that damn hot.
The biscuit too. I like it. Anyway, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. We've talked about this before, and we're giving Tennessee fans shit. The main reason is because of a lot of them ran their damn mouths, Jackpot. I mean, they really were thinking, oh my God, we're the absolute best thing ever. And for the regular season that they put together, I tell you what, it was a hell of a regular season. But Jackpot, you remember we used to have a gentleman named the Comrade on this show, and he used to talk about something that was very important in college baseball. It all comes down to June. How well do you play in fucking June?
Mm-hmm.
If you play well in June, doesn't matter. No one's going to remember shit that this Tennessee team did. And they had a great season. They're going to remember how they played in June when the leprechaun mouth fucked them in their own building.
That's right.
Yeah. Jonathan Reynolds, friend of the show, says, I mean, losing to Southwestern Louisiana at home as a number 1 overall seed was pretty embarrassing. That's a fair point, sir.
Who did that?
803. Hold on. I'll gotta look that up. Hold on. Let's go to the phones really quick here first. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi. Well, thanks for contributing to the show. Anyway,
Taylor Made over in the chat room said these 2 dumb fucks couldn't find their way out of a cul-de-sac. Here they are talking about Tennessee baseball on a Sunday night. I'll find
It's
my
the
way
number
out
one.
of the cul-de-sac I actually live on later on, Taylor, after the podcast, when I visit your mom's house.
Holy shit, jackpot. All right, anyway. 803-470-2905 if you'd like to join us for the program. We can talk about the demise of Tennessee and how they made themselves a villain, jackpot. They made themselves a villain, jackpot. Just with
Weren't
some of
they
the
doing something like, I mean, like, didn't somebody get tossed like for arguing balls and strikes yesterday in like the
yeah.
second inning or something, and then flip? I don't know. Were they really like flipping people off or something?
Oh yeah, there was
That's
the
that's
one
like
player was
that's like
actually
some Bryce. It's like some Bryce Harper level shit.
yeah. The guy hit in the Georgia Tech game last week. He got I guess it was essentially the game-winning hit and was giving people the finger as he round first base. Man, when you act that arrogant, you better have your shit together because if not, once you lose, people are gonna be silly. So yeah, it's crazy. Papa B says player suspended 1 game, pitching coach suspended 3 games. Yeah, people just hated this team. That's what it basically boiled down to. They
Did you
just
see? Did you see? Trying to shift a little gears here for a second, where the Gamecocks picked up 3 welcome home commits today.
they did. I can't remember the names on all of them, but I think
You
that
have the one young man from Florida that's a wide receiver slash athlete, I guess, and the other kid's last name Upshaw.
mhm.
Pretty good. So
I got
hey,
the let's see your tight end Connor Cox of Jacksonville.
yeah,
6'6", 227 pounds.
yep,
Wide receiver Kelton Henderson of Lehigh Acres, Florida.
yeah.
Um, and let's see here. The third to go public was Cameron Upshaw, a safety from Perry, Florida. So, and the Gamecocks got him over Florida State, Nebraska, Maryland, and Arkansas. So, I mean, he had some seriously big time offers there, jackpot. So, yeah, big day for the Gamecocks on the recruiting trail.
There are a lot of there's a lot of NFL talent that's come out of Perry, Florida. So
Yeah. So there's that. It's big, big day there for the Gamecocks on the recruiting trail. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905.
Broadway says so. Cox is playing for the Cox. Yes.
Yes. He's apparently, I mean, that's a big kid, 6'6". Man, that's a big boy there. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell they're feeding these kids. Being
I
6'6"
don't know.
in high school.
He's huge. Sounds like he ate Oscar Delp for lunch.
He might have. Vol Steak says Hendon Hooker is going to prove y'all wrong. I don't know what Hendon Hooker is going to prove us wrong about, but okay.
But he's gonna throw. He's gonna throw a lot of touchdowns, and they're gonna score a lot of points. Can he tackle too?
Yeah, is he going to play safety?
Can
Good
he
question.
apply pressure? Does he have? Does he Is he gonna provide a pass rush?
Yeah, so is he going to give them some depth in the secondary? I wonder how that's going to work out. All right, let's go out to the phones. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
How's it going, guys? Bluegrass Sports Media.
Hey, Bluegrass Sports Media, how are you?
I'm actually doing very well today. Any day that Tennessee loses and the Tennessee fans start crying, it's a pretty good day for me.
Yeah.
The good news is like Tennessee's they can really clear out their schedule for like the next month. You know, they were going to be weighed down with all these games that were going to be happening with the College World Series and everything like that. It really clears it all out for them. they could pick up a hobby like knitting or something.
Well, I mean, I think that they've kind of moved on, sir. It's all about football now. So.
Oh, you mean their 7-5 program?
Yeah, they are a 7-5 program. But you really should like close that trap a little bit of yours, because your team won 10 games last year, but you couldn't beat that 7-5 program. Why is that?
Because we can't stop a cold, but that's irrelevant because we finished ahead of them in the rankings.
Okay, so
and won our bowl
losing
game.
to them is not a big deal, but just finishing ahead of them in the standings is what matters the most, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's similar to it's similar to the ACC, the All Cupcake Conference. You give us so much shit all the time about so much shit all the time about playing all these MAC teams. Sir, would you like to tell me who your champion was last year in the ACC?
A team that beat Tennessee and Pitt. A team that if Kentucky played,
cool.
they would have mouth fucked them too. So, but go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Pitt lose to Western Michigan, who's a MAC team?
Yep. What's your point, sir?
So what you're telling me is the MAC teams we play are powerhouses because they beat your conference champion.
I mean, if that's the horse that you want to die on, sir, then
you didn't play
Western Michigan.
Right. One second, Jackpot.
Actually,
Up. Bluegrass, be quiet for 1 second. Let me make sure that we understand something here, though. You lost to a Tennessee team that lost to a Pitt team that lost to Western Michigan. Finally, shut the hell up, please, sir.
Yeah, and you lost to a Western Michigan team that wasn't even good enough to win the MAC.
They were good enough to beat. They were good enough to beat the team that beat you.
You almost lost to the Snake.
Okay,
we
did
almost lost to the Snake.
Almost, right?
Yeah.
And the Snake
had a
first round draft pick.
Sir. You almost lost to the Snake, sir. You don't want to talk about that either, right? Hey, one other thing. Do you want to talk about Rick Barnes? Do you want to talk about John Calipari and cheating and the $8 million he stole from you and won't even give you a press conference to tell you? I mean, fuck you. You figured he'd give you a reach around, but he didn't even do that. He wouldn't even take calls from the fans. He took his $8 million, went to Cabo, sat on the beach and laughed at you hillbilly motherfuckers. That's what he did.
Okay, so what's Rick Barnes got to do with any of that? First off, Rick Barnes can't win the big one. Rick Barnes can't. I mean, Tennessee's never going to win a national championship. So what's the point?
He beat Kentucky.
Say again, sir.
He beat Kentucky.
Yeah, they beat us in the regular season.
Sure.
Who cares about regular season basketball?
Sure. Okay, so the regular season
Martin beat Kentucky.
Basketball starts in March.
Okay.
Everyone knows this.
Sure. Well, cheating starts on every day that ends in Y with Calipari. So,
listen, don't get upset. Everyone's cheating. We're just the ones that don't get caught.
Well, I mean, he's been caught at every program that he's been to, but
Yeah, he's been caught at those programs with champagne taste and beer budgets. We have a budget here at Kentucky, and
so you have a better bag man. Is that what you're telling me? You have a better bag man?
Yes,
in Kentucky?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
It's all about the better bag man. Got it. Yeah, do you have anything? Do you have any other? I mean, you are the equivalent of Hollywood Junior for the Kentucky fan base with the stuff you come on the program with.
Well, no. I mean,
yeah,
I tell you like it is. I mean, we lost to Tennessee. I mean,
yeah,
we're the second best program in the SEC East. I mean,
that's a big goal, sir. You try to be second. That's
it's
awesome.
not a goal. It's the truth.
Hey, South Carolina hasn't been in the league as long as you have, but at least they've been to Atlanta once in football. How many times has Kentucky been?
And they have that.
With that.
How many championships do they have to show for it?
I mean, the same amount that Kentucky got. But at least
same amount as we did, exactly.
At least they went and actually played in the. They didn't have to buy a ticket to go to the SEC championship game one year.
They got the consolation trophy. You're right.
Sure.
Eric Twyman wants to know, where's Chris Rodriguez? I think he just got out of it. I think his weekly 12-step meeting just got over with about an hour ago.
The wide receiver coach sits next to him in the meetings. They're both drunks. My name is Kentucky wide receiver coach. I'm an alcoholic and I beat my wife. My name is Chris Rodriguez. I'm a Kentucky running back. I drank tequila in a bourbon state. So that's not supposed to happen.
And he's going to play every game next year.
I sure as shit hope so, because I don't want you coming on here when you go 8-4, 7-5, and have a bunch of excuses about, if we would have had Rodriguez, we would have won 10-2.
We don't. I mean, we have a first round quarterback. In case you didn't know,
Your guy's like a first round quarterback. Get the fuck out of here, man.
look at the mock draft, Rob.
God damn it. He's not a first round quarterback. Come on, man.
Okay, well, just tell CBS and ESPN and PFF and all the other services
hold
are
on.
wrong.
Here, let me see here. He is in the East. Okay, he might be the fourth best quarterback in the East. He might be.
Okay,
I'm just saying. I'll take Rattler. I'll take Rattler, Hooker, and Stetson Bennett's got a national title. I'll take those three over him.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Well, that's not what the NFL says.
I don't really give a shit what the NFL says. I'm talking about winning college games. That's what's important here, right? I mean, we can talk about the last Kentucky quarterback. What was it, Tim Couch, who went to the NFL and basically destroyed a franchise forever? We can talk about that too if you want to go that route.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're talking about winning college games, he won college games.
Did he take them to an SEC champion? I mean, he was the number one overall recruit, right? Number one overall player. Surely
he wasn't
at
number
least
one
won the
overall
East,
recruit.
right?
Who won college games? Who?
Tim Couch. Tim Couch won college games.
No, he didn't. They sucked when he was there.
They certainly did.
They weren't bad when he was there.
They were fucking terrible.
They were fucking terrible. What are you talking about? Jackpot's correct. Hold on, we'll look that up.
Look it up.
Yeah, but I'm looking it up. At Kentucky. So let's make sure that we are all on the same page here. Tim Couch played
like 97 to 2000, maybe.
Okay, so here we go. He finished ninth in the Heisman voting in 1997. Played 3 seasons at Kentucky. Only played 7 games his freshman year, 11 games his sophomore year, and this is the 1997 Kentucky team. And Kentucky in 1997 won 5 games. Kentucky in 1998 won 7 games. That was his best season there ever, when they won 7 games with old Hal Mummy as their coach. Let's see here. You beat Louisville 68-34. You beat Eastern Kentucky. You held on against Indiana. Woo! You got blown out by Florida. You lost to Arkansas. You beat South Carolina by 5, and that was your Super Bowl.
That was the team that didn't win any games.
Yeah. You beat LSU that year. We'll give you that. You lost to Georgia. You beat Mississippi State. You did beat Vanderbilt. Wait a minute. Wait. In 1998, you lost to Tennessee 59-21. Man, Tim Couch was out fucking standing in that game. 59-21.
1998, they had Peyton Manning.
No, they didn't.
Or they had T. Martin.
No, they didn't. They didn't have Peyton Manning in 98. What are you talking about? Big Barney Ross says, "What's sold that I'm the cheapest man in the world?" Well, I'm not buying it. Very good, Big Barney Ross. Anyway, do you have anything else that you would that you'd like to bring to the program, sir? Because this call is turned against you.
Yeah, I'm looking to. I'm
put cleat marks all over your dick.
Where you get the steroids to give the Clemson players.
Well, if you're looking to bulk up, you should get with Big Barney Ross. Big Barney Ross is like John Wick, man. He'll get you squared away.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd get some of the steroids Dabo's giving to the Clemson players.
There's no proof that Dabo gave Clemson players steroids. I mean, it's not like he actually caught like Tennessee was, or like John Calipari was, or whatever. It wasn't none of that.
But here's the thing, Rob. John Calipari's never been caught cheating at Kentucky.
Give him time, brother. It only takes time. I mean, it's like the wishbone offense. It'll work eventually. All right, we got other folks that want to call in, man. But I appreciate you as always, sir.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one, guys.
Have a good night. Poor Bluegrass. His call, Jackpot. We got to coach these guys up. All his call should have been was, "Thanks a lot, Tennessee. Our one SEC sweep of the season. You made us look like shit." That's what he should have came on with and just left.
Yeah, really.
Not too well, yeah.
Did they sweep them, or did they won the series?
Hey, this is Justin's comment section.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, who you think is going to go to the playoffs this year?
In what sports? Sir?
What's the top 4 teams y'all got?
I don't know. Are we talking? We're talking about the college football playoff.
I'm taking
football playoffs.
Well, I'm not. I don't know. I'm debating on that.
My pick is Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and Ohio State.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm going.
I think Alabama and Clemson in the playoff. I think it's going to be Ohio State and Georgia, and I think it's going to be Alabama and Ohio State in the national championship.
I'm going Alabama. I'm going Alabama, Ohio State. Alabama, Ohio State. I got to throw somebody in there that we're not expecting. USC. I think they're going to pull it out. USC and Oklahoma.
I agree. I think Oklahoma's going to be the top 5 or 6. No.
People are sleeping on them.
I mean, Oklahoma could go 11-1 with the easy schedule they got, or they could go 10-2 at the worst. But who knows?
Yeah.
Arizona, Tucson, 93 says Bama, UGA. Yes, Arizona's definitely making the fucking playoff. I forgot all about them.
Arizona?
Yeah.
They got Arizona going?
Yeah, well, Jackpot just said that, man. Shit, I don't know. He might be right.
Hell no. I don't think Arizona will get in. I don't think they will. I think it's going to be between Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, and Clemson.
No.
My opinion.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, man, appreciate you calling the program, sir.
10-4, man.
Have a good night.
Folks ain't going no damn playoffs. You got to be able to score. This is the age of offense.
Exactly. All right, caller. Thank you. God, Jackpot. Where do you think he was calling us from? I'm gonna go with Hollywood, Mississippi.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. What was that? Oh God, what's that name?
Bayou La Battery, Louisiana.
Bayou La Battery, Louisiana.
Welcome into the program, caller.
Yes, Big Barney Ross. I just wanted to call in and say that Kentucky absolutely dominated Tennessee in baseball, and Tennessee went out and made us look like shit. Big Barney Ross. I'm out.
Take notes, Bluegrass Sports Media. That's what you should have called and said. Look at that. Big Barney Ross in and out in 8 seconds. Tennessee fans can't say shit. Very good, sir. Very good. That is a 5-star call right there, by God. I like it. All right. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Bluegrass also says Kentucky's produced the 11th most NFL talent with consistent 25 to 35 classes.
So they've already punched 4 teams from the SEC West have already made it to the College World Series. Is that right?
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. I looked at it earlier, but I couldn't remember. So let's see here. So we'll have this. It looks like Oklahoma has made their way in, so that's a Big 12 team. Notre Dame has gotten in. Arkansas gets in over North Carolina. That's in. I think they won the first one, so I'm not sure on that.
Thank you very much. Glad to see them lose at whatever.
Yep. Stanford is beating Connecticut right now, 8-2. Ole Miss looks like they secured their spot.
Wait a minute. Connecticut was playing in a super regional.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're still playing. It's the bottom of the 8th inning in the Stanford Super Regional. So yeah, there's that.
Oh, he says if
Looks
Auburn wins tonight, it'll be 4. Well, Auburn's not winning because they're playing the Beeve.
Yeah, nobody beats the Beeve.
Nobody beats the Beeve.
Yeah,
not when it comes down to nut cutting time. See you, Auburn.
A&M, Ole Miss, and Auburn. That's what Poppy B's talking about. Look, they played some pretty baseball there. I'm happy North Carolina's not in because their fans are obnoxious. We don't need them in anything. Wine and cheese, blue motherfuckers.
Fuck them.
That's great. Jackpot just says, fuck them. I do like Bluegrass telling us, man, Kentucky was good with Tim Couch. Yeah, 7-5.
Brandon Coon says Jackpot. We played UConn in Super Regional in 2011. Remember they won the Clemson Regional that year. I honestly I can't. It's like basketball and college basketball and college baseball. For some reason, like I don't remember that kind of stuff. I mean, like basketball games even stick out more so than baseball games. I mean, that just kind of all gets a blur.
Before Kingston took over and you guys went to the shits, there was so much winning with South Carolina.
That's just it. Winning was Kentucky. Winning was. I remember. I think it was in 2010. I remember we won the Coastal Carolina Super Regional, right?
Right.
You remember that one? That was a dramatic one.
Yeah.
It made it to the College World Series, and then won the thing. But hell, I can't even remember who we beat. Who did we beat in the finals of that? Was that UCLA?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was UCLA 1 year and Florida 1 year, right?
I can't remember. I mean, there was so much winning, I can't remember it all, Jackpot.
I think they did beat Florida 1 year, and I'm pretty sure it was UCLA.
Big Orange Slice Abe says Justin was calling from the tailgate of his truck with a whole beer chest in his belly in West Virginia. Very good, sir. Very good. Big Ball Daddy says not the most embarrassing, but definitely most crushing, but actually expected by us smart Vol fans who knew this would happen at some point. Big Barney Ross, thank you for the super chat. Says Tennessee should change the color of their uniform from orange to mustard yellow.
Appreciate you showing up in the chat, BVD.
Look, and
saw the video the other night and praying for you that you're going through some rough shit. Rough shit.
We're not ripping you hardcore Vol fans, the new ones that are out there thinking that your baseball team was the best ever. So there you go with that. Wesley says Williams Bryce is Neyland East. We've already gone over this, Wesley.
It would be Neyland Southeast, right?
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, really?
It wasn't in 2016. I'll tell you that much. That was a fun night.
Oh my God. Look at Randall's comment here. Wow. Randall off the top rope. God, can you read that, Jack? I can't love having too much. Read
Justin
that,
likes to foreplay as Nick Saban while fucking his wife. Whose wife? Nick Saban's wife,
or does his wife want him to dress up like Nick Saban? Maybe that's what's going on here.
Is that complete with a little straw hat that he wears at practice?
Uncle Lou in the chat tonight. Thank you for following the show this evening, Uncle Lou. Players flipping birds and fans throwing trash on the field. SMH. Loss couldn't have happened to a more deserving team or fan base. I just want to know how do you get a bottle of mustard into a damn baseball stadium where everybody has a clear bag policy? So how does that happen, Jackpot? The women normally can bring some stuff in, but you're supposed to have a clear bag. Did someone stuff a bottle up their butt or something? What happened here? I don't get it.
No, I mean they probably. If you put it in there and positioned it correctly, like in a lady's purse, I mean, they might think it's just their wallet or something. I don't know. Makeup bag.
So, but I mean, I guess security doesn't.
It was at Knoxville. They probably saw it and they were like, "They're gonna throw that on the field," and they turned the other way. It's not like it was a 22 caliber handgun or something. You know what I mean?
Mr. Boogie said they're stealing from the concession stands. Vodka Drinker says a prison wallet, a bottle of mustard. Big Barney Ross with another super chat says Clemson will beat the feathers off of the Louisville Cardinals. Yes, sir. Probably right.
Probably so. Hopefully they play better against them than they did last year. They might lose.
I don't like Louisville's coach.
Clemson should have lost to them last year. Old Malik Cunningham's wheel fell off with 2 seconds left to play in that game. He was about to score a touchdown, and he just couldn't get. His leg was blown out.
Jackpot was. I think you were live during that game, weren't you?
Yeah, because I was flipping back and forth between something. I was like, "My God, man, come on!"
How does that happen?
I'm like, he ran out of gas on the half-yard line. It was more excruciating than the Lamar Jackson whatever completed that pass on what was it, fucking fourth down, and that guy got pushed out of bounds like a half a yard short of the.
I think there was like 3 games last year where I was kind of concerned about Jackpot. The Louisville game was one of them, and then when Vanderbilt was up on South Carolina, and Jackpot was just not having it last year. I actually felt bad for Jackpot. I really did.
I think Louisville's lost like 3 games to Clemson by a grand total of like 5 yards.
Probably right about that. Anyway, final call for calls this evening, 803-470-2905 if you'd like to join the show. As we wrap up, we'll have the College World Series will be underway when actually next weekend, but
baseball. Baylor man says rain delay in Greenville because that's all it ever does. There's rain. I really hope they win.
Uncle Lou with another comment. This is the most disappointed I've seen Tennessee fans since every football season for the last 24 years. Very good, sir. Very good. Uncle Lou with the Macho Man Randy Savage leap off the top rope there. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be back at it. We're gonna read tweets on Wednesday evening. Barbaric tweets from Gamecock fans and Clemson fans on Wednesday evening. That's what we're putting those together now. Some interesting stuff that we'll have for the program on Wednesday. Eric says that Uncle Lou loves Tennessee. I don't think so. That's not true. But anyway. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Yeah, it was a Dusty Rhodes elbow. Very good, sir. I can buy into that.
Well, hey, Cooch, I think Clemson nearly lost to Boston College. Yep, they did.
Yeah, they did. There were a lot of games like that.
They almost lost to Georgia Tech, too. Unfortunately, they did not almost lose to the Gamecocks.
Yeah. Well, but it was nothing that Clemson did, right?
Well, it was. They played their best game of the season, and we played our worst. I mean, the two crossed paths, and the result was not very beautiful.
Big Barney Ross says the Vols take it from a Kentucky fan. There's always next year. God damn it. There are some pissed off Tennessee fans. By the way, someone who's the guy that was running around first? I can't remember the Tennessee player, but someone tweeted, well, that guy's pissed off. Now his life is nothing but selling insurance. I was like, my God, that is some vicious stuff there. Anyway.
Vodka Drinker says cross-face chicken wing, referring to the finishing maneuver of one Mr. Bob Backlund.
Kirby's Visor says Tennessee fans are the most toxic in football. How can one not make fun of them when they keep taking L's like this? Yeah, that's fair. Big Ball Daddy with a good comment. The Vols have given Lou more enjoyment than his Bulldogs have in 24 years. Come on, man. They won the national title. I mean, Jesus. They won the national title. Calm down with all that. All right, Jackpot. Well, it's been a good show, man. We'll be back at it on Wednesday, right?
We will.
All right. Appreciate y'all. We'll talk to you then.